Thanks for joining me, and welcome to the Gumbo Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Rich, aka King Richard, aka Polo Rich, aka the New Orleans East Beast, y'all. There's some podcasters, bloggers, whatever you want to call them, that I like. There's some that I don't like. There are some that you should stay way far away from them. So let's go back and forth. I'm going to give you one I like, but one I don't like, then one I like. So let's start with the infamous Vlad. Stop watching this craziness. Okay? If you want to go to jail, go on Vlad. Okay? That's the only thing I see Vlad good for. Or maybe, dare I say, you want to be blick and be what they call it, unalive. That's what I got to start using these correct terms. You want to be unalive, go on Vlad. He's an obvious culture vulture. He started his famous run with $250,000 that the judge awarded him because Rick Ross put the thump on him. Okay? He keeps embarrassing himself. It seems like he's jealous of other podcasters. And listen, I don't be liking to put race and stuff all the time because we see racing too much now. However, the only people I seen him who he's went after are like black guys. Like he went after Shannon Sharp. Y'all know him from the infamous Cat Williams interview. He went at Shannon Sharp talking about how much money Shannon Sharp ain't making or making. Why he in that man's pocket? Till Shannon Sharp put the receipts up and say, oh, actually, you know what? It probably was more than what I was talking about. Okay? He went at Marlon Wayans. Bruh, how you... I don't watch Marlon Wayans anymore. It's not my interest to watch men in dresses. Okay, that's not my thing. So I don't watch too much of what he do because he always have a dress on. Like Ricky Smiley, every time I see him, they got a dress on. Listen, it's not funny anymore. Even if it were funny when Flip Wilson did it years ago, right? Even if it were funny then and wasn't an indication of your sexuality that you're probably trying to hide, it's not funny now. It's not. Seeing a man in a dress is an embarrassment to most black men around the world. Because we don't want to be seen as a one-trick pony. Like all we do is put on dresses and act stupid and, you feel me, dance around with a wig on. I seen a clip online the other day of Wesley Snipes with a wig on dancing, shaking his behind and all that, smiling like, hey, glad to be back. Stop watching Vlad, okay? Moving on. I'll give you a good one. One I like. I'm going to mention Melanie King first. I like her. A few reasons I like Melanie is she has her podcasting game down, okay? I'm trying to get that visual, meaning like, I got a big screen, but I don't know how to have a screen here, and I'm working on my video editing. Melanie King is tight on that. She stays current with issues from the election to Puffy to YSL trial to a lot. She covers a wide range. She's straight and succinct and to the point. Listen, now this is what I like. Now, I don't know this lady, okay? I think she live in Atlanta, and I'll tell you about my romantic situation a bit later. But listen, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure she won't take it like this. The lady might be married, but every man that compliments a woman, he just giving you a compliment, baby. He might just be asking you for the time. Don't be And I don't think she like that, but let me just interject that. Whenever you hear a man compliment a woman, it'll always mean he trying to get with her, okay? Or flirt with her, or none of that, all right? He might just be saying, hi, how you doing today? You feel me? Even though your BBL is way out here, he might just still be saying, hi, everybody not interested in that. Okay, I got a lot of friends who like to see a BBL, but the majority, maybe I'm a little bit older, the majority of my friends not really down with that, to be honest with you. Natural stuff is what's happening, because I've dated some heavy women, and I mean heavy, down here heavy, but we not necessarily into BBLs like that. Sorry to bust that bubble. So I don't know if women with BBLs necessarily looking for a husband anyway. I think they might be looking for a caretaker or something like that. Look, Melanie King, her face, it seems natural to me. Okay, so if she's using makeup, and I don't have nothing against makeup, I got buku sisters and daughters. Y'all can wear much makeup as y'all want, if that's what you so choose. I'm telling you what I like to look at is a simple, beautiful lady. You feel me? You ain't gotta have all that makeup on. You ain't gotta have, bro. In fact, I really want to see you with no makeup on. Okay. Melanie King, her hair, I notice, is like ethnic style. I don't know if that's all her hair. I don't care. The fact that she did it the way she did it, and not straight down, looking like who be doing that? Beyonce or whoever got that straight string of hair. That has its place, but I'm just telling you why I like Melanie King. Okay, she not really messy. She deals with everything. Most of the stuff that she says you can find if you just Google blah blah blah. Okay, now let's go to one. Oh Lord. So stop watching Vlad. Okay, I gave you Vlad. No. I gave you Melanie King. Yes. Roland Martin. Boy, let me tell you something. I stopped watching Roland Martin or paying attention to him when he was a part of cheating against Bernie Sanders, cheating for Hillary Clinton, and helping to get Trump elected. Now, he went on CNN and went at Chris Christie talking about what Chris Christie did to get Donald Trump elected. He's more culpable than Chris Christie. Because if you hadn't cheated and talked all that mess about Bernie Sanders was going to beat Trump. I voted for Bernie Sanders. You, sir, are a clown. And you want the capper? A couple weeks ago, let me just say, I ain't like how you treated Dr. Umar either. I didn't like how he treated Dr. Umar on that show. Dr. Umar should have had some more oomph in him back then, okay? For all that Dr. Umar talk, Dr. Umar showed and set them straight. I'd have set him straight and left, okay? Straight up. They all could insult Dr. Umar, but he couldn't insult them. His insults was, no, we don't call nobody no coons and no this and that. Tell you something. But, Roland Martin, you are the biggest coon in the world. And you're a down low undercover nut. Here, if anybody was watching, I was not. Roland Martin do a lot. I know somebody who was watching Roland Martin. He's doing a podcast, and all of a sudden, naked behind show up. Naked men behind show up on his. Let me tell you something. It's not even by accident. Nothing like that can happen because I don't watch that. You see what I'm saying? So there's no way that could pop up on my computer while I'm talking to y'all. Unless somebody hack me and whatever. Bruh, stop watching Roland Martin. Roland Martin is trying his best to get back on legacy news like CNN or whatever like that. That's what he doing. So he caking for them, okay? So, oh God, please stop watching that fool. Okay, I'm getting low on time, so I want to make this kind of quick. So let me tell y'all some more that I don't like real quick. Charlemagne and all that, the Breakfast Club, man, stop watching that fool. If you don't like Puffy, then you should be watching Charlemagne. Okay? Charlemagne ain't nothing but a big old freak and a nut and he got a weirdo case too. Stop watching Charlemagne the God. What God would name himself Charlemagne, first of all? And how you go Charlemagne? I don't even think that's that dude's name. Stop watching him. He's a clown. You know how Birdman went on there and handled him. He wasn't talking all that then. I seen him running him in the street. I think he got a bodyguard now, but somebody ain't like what he said. They showed up outside the studio and two goons ran him. He ran. Stop watching that fool. Oh my God. 1090 Jake. Don't even look none of these people up. 1090 Jake is a white blood gang member. And this how this clown buffoon, come on, this how he start every podcast. What's up, everybody? Bro, I don't know too many black people that talk like that. What's up, everybody? It's me. I'm trying to... Please don't watch that. Adam 22. My God. This is a white guy who married a porn star who he sits and watches have sex with black men with the BBC. You know what it is. Why on earth? All he have is gang members from LA out on his show. Something gonna happen to him. And it's all, listen, if all you having is gang members on the show, come on, bro. You know something wrong. I'm gonna end with some that I like. Okay. Tisa Tells, she's a little bit more messy, but all her stuff be right and exact. Okay. She be telling it. She has a spunky personality, you know what I'm saying? She always laughing and like you could tell she into it. Okay. Tisa Tells. I like Tariq Nasheed. Now I don't know necessarily if I think he does have his own podcast. Tariq Nasheed had an interesting back and forth with Uncle Luke from the 2 Live Crew. That was very interesting. Now Tariq Nasheed, he's gonna be on my probationary whatever for right now. And I don't want to say why, but some people know why. Okay, I don't know, but what he's saying right now, I mean, you can't beat him. You watch that back and forth between him and Uncle Luke. They actually did a podcast like together, and they was like back and forth. That's a few. I mean, I ain't trying to. Oh, this dude named Poetic Flacco, I think his name is. I like him. It's just him. He sits there just like me and gives his info. I don't think his video's probably long as mine, but I'm about to wrap this one up. So that's Poetic Flacco or something like that. You have to look him up. He's not that important on my list where I looked it up. They got some guys from my hometown of New Orleans, some twins that my buddy keep telling me about. He said I know them. Y'all probably know them. He said they banging, they doing some things, and say we sound similar maybe, as far as what we're saying. So I'm gonna have to check them out, but I don't know their name. They're twins. They're from New Orleans, and when I find out and look at it and like it, then I'll let y'all know. Okay. So I could keep going because all I do is watch, social media, well, YouTube and the news. That's all I watch. And you know that I like independent media is the best. Independent media is when you go on here and get a story from YouTube and say, let me check Somebody else's story. Let me check. Because you're not going to do that with the news. Y'all not going to do that. You're going to turn on one station while you're getting ready for work or in the car, and that's it. You ain't listening to nothing else. And I understand. It's just that I'm not living in that world right now where I'm locked into, not locked up, I've never been locked into a pattern, right? Get up, get some coffee, listen to the news while I'm getting ready. Go to work, put the radio on, get to work. Don't worry about nothing then. Go to lunch, listen to that one thing, or go to the gym. Come from the gym, go back to work, get off work, listen to something else that's relaxing, get home, and then you got that whole, you might have time to watch one or two shows, right? Don't watch Vlad. Don't watch 1090 Jake. Stop watching Roland Martin. Don't watch Adam 22. Watch Melanie King. You want to laugh? Watch Tisa Tells. You want somebody who gonna give you something serious to think about? Watch Tariq Nasheed. And after you, or before you watch any of them, watch the Gumbo Podcast. You hear me? My next one, I got some more information on Diddy, y'all. Oh my God. It ain't pretty, y'all. Diddy ain't pretty. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Give y'all a break, you heard me? Give myself a break. Thank you for watching the Gumbo Podcast. 1.